Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. We are in Tamir, Russian Federation, and back into the Drowned Lands map to collect 2 units of vehicle spare parts. I'm in the Azov S03E11 and I'm going to drop 2 units of vehicle spare parts into this red 2-axle trailer, and the reason for that is that this map is the only place you can get vehicle spare parts. You can't get them in Zimnigor's Quarry or Rift, and I need several batches for different contracts, but specifically I think that this is the only cargo that you need in the Rift that you can't get in the Rift itself. I've had a look through what I think are all of the trailers that I've identified, all the loading locations, and as far as I can make out, the other types of cargo that you need in the Rift you can get locally, but this vehicle spare parts you can. So I am collecting 2 here, and then I'm going to try and take this Azov truck plus this trailer into the Rift. This is a big truck to be able to take over that little ledge, so I don't even know how well this will work. But I'd like to go in, and I doubt if I'll finish the Rift in this episode, but I would like to go in and make a good start at getting the Rift task finished, because then I can pull all the fuel that's on there, and there is quite a lot of fuel on that map, pull the fuel that's remaining on that map out, know that I don't need to go back in there again, get all of my trucks out, and focus then on the other maps. Done some fairly big chunks of damage to my suspension just generally driving around. Still don't know what that upgrade is. Yeah, just driving along on asphalt roads and taking 15 to 20 points of suspension damage randomly when there seems to be nothing in the road to cause it, and then driving over nasty terrain and taking no damage at all, so it's a bit strange. Alright, so here we are approaching the entrance to Rift. Bit of a risky thing to try and do, I think, but thankfully there are no logging contracts that need to be delivered into there, or from what I can tell anyway. It's the option that I've misread, but I don't think there are any logging contracts. So this is the dodgy bit. This next ledge is pretty narrow, and to do it in this truck with a trailer, so what I'm going to do is so there's a tree in there, it's embedded in the rocks, and that can hopefully keep me on the straight and narrow. Oh, look at that, look, easy. What was I nervous about? This Azov is a beaut, isn't it? What a truck. There we go, into Rift with a big truck, which will make the deliveries in here pretty easy. Right, so let's plan this out. What I've got to do The task that I was talking about is locked. Not this one. Not that one. Loud and clear. So I've got to deliver these 2 vehicle spare parts to this lumberyard. But that's locked behind Uplink. And then Uplink is a different organization. Tega Royal, Uplink. That requires 2 wooden planks picked up from the lumberyard, so that's convenient, and 2 metal beams which I can get from this scrapyard. So I will drive. Now the only then question is, how do I get into that area? From the south of the map, because I know that that is a fairly nasty deep bit of road, but it's probably okay. I also know that's a nasty piece of road, but I think I will drive along and come through here, pick up this road and see if I can get across that, and drop the trailer off plus pick up 2 planks from this lumberyard. That's the first step. And in order to do that, I can come via this fuel station where there's a trailer with some fuel on it and just refuel. And it's a nice sunny day in the Rift. This is going to be a lot easier than trying to drag these trailers around and get this delivery done with either a Scout or the Crocodile. Fuel station is left and then right. Let's fill myself up. I took it out the Tatooine, but it doesn't matter. And head up to the lumberyard. Did a handstand then. Put the chin in the ditch. I think it's this way, yeah. It's just such a powerful truck. Right, so that's a little bit more hairy. I probably would have gone a bit slower into that if I was actually sat in a real cab. I thought about bringing the Step 310E in and just doing this without a trailer. But then when I realised in the previous episode where I compared the width of the crocodile, and the crocodile's not actually much wider, much narrower than this Azov. So the scale of these trucks is quite funny because this feels like a huge truck when you're driving it. When you stand it next to the crocodile or the tiger's taller and wider. Crocodile's about the same height. So this is just a long truck, but not a massive truck, if that makes sense. Right, so this is the bit I'm a little bit worried about. Can I get... Yeah, of course I can. I'll just go to the left. I don't know. I think I came through this in the dark before, and in the Tatooine it was dead easy to just crash down through the river. But with this truck, I can just avoid the steep bit and come this way. I'd still like to be able to fix that bridge if I could, though. I don't think you can. And then just check the map again, because probably could have gone either way there, but just follow the loop around past the scrapyard. Bit of a chin challenge. So the drop off for this one is the same place as the loading. Okay, cool. Just so I know where I gotta take it. I'm just going to put it so that the trailer is in, but I can drive past it when I need to. Just leave that trailer there for a minute. Now, I'm not immediately going to do this one right away, because there's other things to do in this corner of the map. One of which is I want to go and get this maintenance trailer connected, bring it up and fix this low while I'm on this corner of the map with a truck that can connect to the maintenance trailer. Fuel should be good, yeah. Yeah, so there's just a few bits and pieces. I couldn't do this in the Tatooine because although the Tatooine can pull the trailer, it can't connect to it to use its maintenance ability. And this maintenance trailer has to be pulled out and delivered somewhere else. But before I do that, I want to fix that low with the Great Nomad. Got to fix it and then deliver it to the service station. Repair points, service trailer, low, fully fixed, and I may as well also repair. I did a fair bit of suspension damage just driving on the roads on the Azov, and I also need to put some fuel into the low. And then let's just make sure I know where that is then. The service station is back where we refueled on the way in. So at some point, we'll drag the low with us. Alright, I'll worry about that later. I'm just going to drag that low a bit. So I haven't got to come back in here to get it. And I'll drop the maintenance trailer and low. There. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go and get 2 lots of planks. Because we're going to do Uplink next. I'm sure I've got to deliver that service trailer somewhere. So, see wooden planks on the loading platform. Back the cargo. Back her up. Lights on, coming into dark already. A nice sunny daylight doesn't last very long, does it? Right, and I'm going to hook up this fuel carrier trailer. Let's just... One other thing I want to do. I feel like I may as well pull that load with me a little bit. Because it's repaired. If I do damage to it, I'll have to repair it again, but... Just pulling it, so I'm pulling it past the service trailer so I can connect to it with the fuel carrier. Because I'm going to hook up this fuel carrier and tow it some of its way out to its destination. If nothing else, to make it a bit more convenient to hook onto for fuel. Let's just grab some while I'm here. Right. Then yeah, I'll snag that lope and drag it a little bit of the way. I may not pull it very far, but it's just while I'm going in that direction. And where I'm going now is around, what's my best route actually? Right, so I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to come down through here, past where I've got the maintenance trailer, weave my way through these trees. I'm going to try a route something like that. I think the Azov can cope with that. So I've just got to turn it around slightly from where it is. Engine on. Nice. Even though, yeah, okay. The low stayed connected, that's good. Can I turn it around through here? Or is this a trap? Ooh, some kind of a trap. All dark, unfortunately, again. I don't really know why I'm taking the fuel carrier this way, though. I don't think this is the way out for the fuel carrier. But hey, I'm moving south. It's got to be better than leaving it right up in that far corner. This Azov is basically a go anywhere beast, isn't it? Except it doesn't like anything that's got too much of an insult to its chin. Savage. Just keep pulling, no matter what. That lope was probably a bit of a state by the time we finished, but I'm doing this because I do know that I have to come back to this same place with a metal beam without a trailer. So therefore, when I've dropped off that metal beam, I can reattach this fuel carrier and low and keep going south, basically. Although this is a pretty gnarly bit of rock climbing I'm doing now. I've got the trailer pretty stuck, but I think I've got the low pretty nasty, pretty badly stuck. I'll think about getting the low separately. I might even drag it with a tattering. Just keep moving. I think it's too dark for me to see what's happened, but I think I've got the low blocked on a rock. So the low is basically stuck and acting like an anchor. And as we all know, once the low has decided it's not going to move, it doesn't want to move. You can buy fuel up here. Interesting. Middle of nowhere. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Install the crane. Cargo, drop off 2 wooden planks. Now it needs a metal beam. Just out of interest, how much does fuel cost up here? Maybe it doesn't. So then, what would be the road into here? Yeah. So I just want to turn around enough to get past this house, and then I'll drop a fuel trailer somewhere nearby. That'll do. Fuel trailer there, refuel. Engine off. So I know I've got to get back down to here. What's my route for that? No messing. I'm in a beast of an off-road truck. I'm going to come along there. I'll probably regret that, but it looks fun. So that's what I'm going to do. down over the hill in the dark. And then I'll get that lope later. But yeah, it's pretty jammed in by that rock. I'm not taking much notice of roads for this particular bit. But I am relying on the map having been relatively accurate about how passable this was. Another 15 out of my suspension. So suspension is quite weak on this truck. I do bash a suspension around quite often. That doesn't look like a healthy gully for me to drive into, does it? Oh yeah, that's she. Also got a slightly better angle on it. I'm pretty sure I can turn right at the end of this. Or not. Nope. I can't see enough. So, alright, I made a mistake. Why did I come down in here again? Because it looked quite feasible. And it wasn't. Can't see anything on the other side. I'm sure this is navigable. But I'm just equally sure I can't see enough to make it work. I'm stuck on routes as much as anything else. There's got to be a way.
One eternity later.
There we go. That was a really, really stupid idea. But I did it. Famous last words, eh? I did something. Well, I'll be damned. What a stupid thing to do. Right, where next? It's fun though. Proper off-road driving. Here, across this river, scrapyard, get metal beams. That way. 2 lots of metal beams. Am I going to regret not having the trailer if I got to do this trip twice? Metal beams on the loading platform. But just double check. So yeah, 2 lots of metal beams needed. So, question. Should I go and get my trailer, just empty the stuff that's in it out onto the floor and do 1 trip? Or should I just suck it up and do 2 trips? Suck it up and do 2 trips, I think. But I'm going to come a different route. This way. Might even see if that looks like I could drive up that slope. Because there's a gap there in the rocks for sure. Right there. Looks pretty steep though, doesn't it? I bet I can't get up there, but I'll have a look at it. So anyway. Load up. Engine. Crane. Legs down. Back it, restore the crane. Fuel is really good because I'm in this truck and this truck's really good for fuel. I picked a really bad route to get back here from the delivery point, and I did it in the dark. I'm sure that if I find a better route, which daylight will help, then it's nowhere near as bad as I made it look on that last return trip. It's quite an elevation though, isn't it, up to that antenna station? See, now I think I should be going that way. That just looks nice over there, doesn't it? Nope. Stick to the marked route. If I can see it. Yeah, that's too steep. There's no way I'm driving up that. So follow it around this way. And maybe see about getting through there and grab a lope on the way past. Where's that fuel carrier actually got to go, I wonder? Given that there's a fuel station up on top of that hill, it did make me wonder whether actually it's going to be delivered up there anyway. So that's not a bad route that we just did. Much better than the route I tried to take going back in the other direction. So we'll deliver this and then turn around and do the same again. Just leave the loaf up here in the yard somewhere. One. Get some fuel while I'm here. I could probably get there and back with the fuel I've got quite easy. I'm going to empty the loaf out. Right. Exactly the way we just came. Make it a bit easier this time and actually park it near the thing I've got to load. Instead of having to drag it so far. One more trip to the same as we just did. No. Ouch. Got cocky, didn't I? Pack the cargo again. That was a close one. Not over it, not out of it yet though. Yeah, I took that a little bit too haphazardly. I thought I'm fine. Glad I caught that. I mean, we've got the tatter in here to come and get me back on my wheels if anything happened, but that wouldn't have been to plan. I appear to be digging myself into a little bit of a hole here. Right. Engine off and deliver the metal beam. So that is the uplink contract complete. $7,750 pay. And I want to try and work out where this trailer has to be delivered. So is it? So that's one that I've got to deliver. Okay, so the one down in this corner where my tatter is, I do have to deliver to the top of this hill. This trailer is just mine. This trailer isn't a task one. So this trailer I can do with what I will. Fine, that's okay then. But now I can leave it there then, because I know that I've got to come back on top of this hill to deliver the one that's down south. So for now I'll fill up from it, and then I can... it's got too much in it to deliver either of them, so I can leave that one where it is. I'll fill up. Because I know I've got to come back on top of this hill anyway, I'm going to leave the load where it is. And because it's how I started the episode, I want to deliver the vehicle spare parts, so that would be, now that we've done that, we've unlocked. We should have unlocked. Is it that one? No. So that's, okay, so this is where the service trailer's going to be collected and delivered over to the abandoned mines, which is handy because I can use it to fix Old Faithful. Loud and clear, this one. So this one is the one that I started the episode saying I wanted to do. I can now take the as off, back down the way that I just came in, and get it back up onto that hill, connect to that trailer, and deliver. Job done. So fill up fuel, and I've just got to remember that this fuel trailer on top of this hill is just mine to keep. And that's probably why I can't buy fuel here yet, is that I haven't delivered the fuel trailer that it does need. Refuel. Done. Now, I've been coming a slightly different route. I do want to try this. So I'm going to go down there and work my way back into the village. And because it's daylight, I kind of want to do this by way of exploration, really. Whether or not this would have been an easier route up to this hill. Because it's kind of a track. It's a muddy, boggy bit. Yeah, it's much of a muchness. I think the way I went up the hill is about the same, if not slightly easier. Get myself connected up. Get these two delivered. Unload, unload. And then that's another contract completed. But loud and clear. Engine off. Alright, looking at the duration of the episode, I could cause myself all kinds of trouble if I try to get more done, as tempting as it is. So I'm going to wrap the episode here. We've achieved two of the main contracts in Rift. And one of them, the one we've just done, is the only one that requires outside goods to be delivered in, as far as I can tell. So we are now going to stay in the Rift, distracted by the cow mooing at me in the background of this yard, which is quite funny. We're going to stay in the Rift now until Rift is 100% complete, which might be possible in one more episode, with a bit of planning. Finish the Rift, get all of the fuel back to the gateway of the Rift, take through everything we can, probably leave a trailer in here and just exit with the vehicles that we've got. And get ourselves back out to the quarry and then never have to come into Rift again. So we may get that done in the next episode. It may take a little bit of tidying up after that, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm going to leave the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I am really enjoying Tamir. It's a different set of challenges. This is a nice truck to drive. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot, so hopefully you guys are as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.